Good evening and welcome to Talk News Bulletin. My name is Fred Anker. Today, the 12th of May, 2024, marks a significant day in the annals of history, as Chief Emmanuel Uguru, representing Abakaliki, Izzi Federal Constituency at the National Assembly, hosted a gathering of dignitaries from various spheres of society. This momentous occasion saw the convergence of political luminaries, members of the Christian Association of Nigeria, and individuals from all walks of life. Their purpose, to witness the inauguration of a new church building and the commencement of scholarship and empowerment programs for constituents. Chief Emmanuel Uguru, in just under 10 months of his tenure at the National Assembly, has exhibited a steadfast commitment to enhancing the welfare of his constituents. His mission and vision are clear: to uplift his people both intellectually and economically. Through legislative processes, he aims to complement the comprehensive efforts of Governor Francis Nwifuru. Governor Nwifuru, in acknowledging Chief Uguru's contributions, emphasized the paramount importance of accountability in governance. He lauded Chief Uguru for exemplifying the essence of democracy through his actions, placing the well-being of the people above all political interests. Adding their voices to the chorus of praise, Senator Onyekachi Nwebonyi, representing the Minister of Works, David Emahi, alongside Comrade Chinedu Oga and other stakeholders, expressed their readiness to collaborate with Governor Nwifuru.
Those projects are there, and one is coming from Abakaliki and the Izzi Federal Constituency. I will be coming from a boycott zone. Your Excellency, what you are seeing today is a thing of eyes. None of us in a State National Assembly is going to disappoint you. We are going to stand with you.
You are doing your part. We are happy to be associated with the success stories going round the body now.
I'm not surprised that you are taking the good lessons from His Excellency, the Executive Governor.
I am so excited for what the Lord has done through Honorable Emmanuel Uguru Abakaliki, whom the Lord has used to build this church for the church.
Their shared goal is to usher in an era of unparalleled development for Ebonyi State. Today's events underscore the power of collective action and collaborative leadership in driving positive change.
That before the year runs out, remarkable evidence will have shown. We are making roads to various ministries and parastatal for the purpose of securing employment for our youth.
As Chief Uguru and Governor Nwifuru chart a course towards progress, supported by a coalition of stakeholders, the future of Ebonyi State shines bright with promise. Stay tuned as we continue to bring you the latest updates on these unfolding stories.
Hello viewers, my name is Prince Chukwuroland. I want to welcome you to another interesting edition of Talk to Talk. Today we are in the country home of Honorable Chief Emmanuel Uguru, and this place is called Ebonyi State, Abakaliki to be precise. Chief, can you tell us the name of this particular village?
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
My name is Honorable Chief Emmanuel Uguru, representing the good people of Abakaliki and the Izzi Federal Constituency at the National Assembly, the Green Chamber to be precise. Here in Ebonyi State is my home, Amago Onitsha village in the Kwago town of Abakaliki local government.
So viewers, you have heard it, we are live in Amago Onitsha, not Onitsha, Anambra State. There is a difference between this Onitsha and the Onitsha in Anambra State. So we are live in Amago Onitsha. Nkwago in Abakaliki local government, Ebonyi State. Briefly, we would like you to tell us who is Chief Emmanuel Uguru.
Well, Chief Emmanuel Uguru is no other person than my person. And I was born and given that name. However, the title of Chief, I didn't come with it from birth. That's what my antecedents earned me years behind. And I have the title of Abakaliki Izzi, meaning the strength of Izzi land. Izzi in Ebonyi State comprises Abakaliki local government, Izzi local government, and Ebonyi local government, all in Ebonyi North senatorial zone.
Back to the reason we came for this interaction. We have a project we call Talk2talk Good Governance Project, Southeast Good Governance Project. We are touring the whole of Southeast, trying to ascertain the dividend of democracy that our top politicians, especially the National Assembly members, are giving to their people, the electorate, their constituents. We have it in good authority from the past, where we've seen situations where somebody will serve as a National Assembly member for a complete tenure of 4 years. And even more, there will be nothing on ground. We came across some of your projects, some of your empowerment projects, and we were amazed that these things could be done in 10 days. In 10 months. Because you are not, as at then, you were not even up to 1 year.
Even now, I'm not up to a year.
So, we would like to find out what inspired you to do things differently.
Thank you. I had my blueprint. All along, I couldn't make it. I had a mission, I had a vision. And it kept worrying me. And I am getting relieved that I now have an avenue to implement that inbuilt blueprint, which is my mission and my vision. Some of them, however, may have been taken in parts by others that represented us. I'm not anybody who will ever condemn anybody. Whoever did what he did to the best of his own knowledge. And I've always told God, if I knew more and I'm doing less, then you know where to place me. But if I am doing based on my capacity, also place me appropriately. And so, what informed me is not any other thing. I didn't just get up to say I want to represent myself. I knew what I was going for. And that's why when I got there, they say it's 4 years. I say it's a continuous assessment. I must start from the very day. Even from the day I started campaigning, I started implementing my vision. I must not wait until I am there. However, whatever anybody will be, you would have been known before you get to where you think you will start it. A little antecedents are there. But since the onus, the focus is on the present position I am, I started from day one. It's like a child you send to school, and the child is waiting until exam comes. That child is bound to fail. That's why we don't do well. That's why our children don't do well. They play out. They think it is tomorrow or next. Start from that day. And so I started from the very day I got there. Sometimes I even started before I got there. And so they say our tenure is 4 years. I gave myself 2 years. If I'm unable to show what I am there for within 2 years, let me not be voted back. It means I don't want it. What do I mean by that? What if I'm waiting until after the second year and things are not the way it is planned? Because definitely it's not the way you plan things that they must be there. It could be one thing or the other that may not make it to work. Those, the electorate, your constant will put you there. You don't tell them rubbish or stories and they won't take it. All they want is, what are you doing? They will begin to ask you, give me money, give me. When they see you are not doing anything, then they would want to drag it from you through other means. But when they see you doing something, they are reasonable. There is nobody that is unreasonable. Anywhere in the world, especially in our place. That we think they are always asking. They are not always asking. If you put something reasonable on the table, then they will follow you the way you are doing it. So that was why I told myself, the politician, and we all Oliver Twist. Going back there may still fancy me, God willing. And it is what I do now that will guarantee or take me there. And I said, why must our governor is doing well, I'll still come there. And I asked myself, by the time the governor's scorecard will be open, yes, I'm not the governor, but I should show something at the level I am to prove that, yes, governor at his level is doing this. At my little level, I am doing this. Complimenting, if not for any other way, parliamentarily, I should be complimenting. Ideas, laws, motions that will be good to my people, because that's what I'm sent there to do. Then, if you are there, must you wait until when? Sometimes people go there, they are never happy. Begin from that day, I've been able to move up to form 5 major motions. My people and Cross River have always been at home. Sometimes we don't go from here to Ogoja. It's been a perennial, age-long battle. A lot of lives have gone, but we are following it carefully. That was the first motion I made. Of course, in the National Assembly, the most powerful instrument there is lobbying. You don't know how much money do you have to give to your colleague? Just go to him quietly. See the problem. How do we do this? It's an exchange of ideas, cross-examination of ideas. Okay, this is your interest, this is my interest. Can you support me this way? And I support you this way. Provided what I'm supporting is not going to go against my conscience. It's not going to go, not just against my conscience, the consciences or the belief of my people. Because if I do that, I would have sold them. And we kept going. So far, with the effort of the governor, because the governor at each time has never left us. We will always follow him. He has never left us. We will always follow him. Then, now, we've been able to galvanize and do things in such a way that for the past 1 year, nobody has had a bad one. So, all these things informed my coming up. And I say, what are the needs of my people? As a parliamentarian, primarily, I am not to start constructing road. If it comes, good and fine. Primarily, I am not to start building houses. If it comes, good and fine. After all, why would I build? Don't I get allowance? Must I eat it alone? Why did I crave to be there? Is to help my people. That's how I came up with the idea of human capacity. Working on them, especially through the youths. And I said, okay, let me start with giving them scholarship. That was that. We have 15 communities in Abakaliki and Izzi. And I said, okay, let me begin. And these are my boys. From day one, we gave ourselves tasks. Each year, we make our own targets. The target we made the moment I entered is what we implemented. Now we've rolled out another target. If you don't have a target, you have nothing to invest on. You must have a target. Otherwise, you end up in Japan. You end up in China. You end up in China doing nothing. So, and I say, I've gone to other places. You see me living here. I have a beautiful house, better than this in town. I prefer it. If I am there, it's already made. I will not know what the environment of the rural people I'm representing is. That urban is an insignificant percentage, if I'm not up to 0.5% of the entire Abakaliki. Abakaliki is not that place. That is just an administrative headquarters. You can move. We are bounded by Crossing. We are bounded by Imo. We are bounded by Benue. And you can go for more than 200 kilometers before you get to that place. That place is called Abakaliki. So why will I go and begin to become an urban gorilla in that place? How many of my people will come there? They will be afraid.
So it brings us back to the philosophy of, you know, getting close to the problem.
Yes, you must be close to the problem. When you are not close to them, you don't know their problem. When you are close to them, you discuss, you gather ideas. The issue of I don't know what their problem is goes. So I don't need to know that the problem of my people is that they can't go to school. They don't have the wherewithal. Governor alone must not kill himself. And I said, okay, I get some small allowance. I will inject it in them. If by the end of my 4-year tenure, and I'm able to turn out 24 graduates, then I should be beating my chest. I have every obligation to train my children. And when I train my children, I have not done anything to them. Because God gave them. But the obligation does not end there. What have I done to others? I'm living in a beautiful house. How will they live? At least I'm educated to a certain level. Let them be educated in their own way. Of course, education is not only when you see the four walls of the classroom. You can be educated in a family. You can be educated in any artisan. You can be educated in anything. And when you have some elemental knowledge of writing and reading calculation, you do best in anything they are doing. So that is fun to give them. And more importantly, these are indigent. Not only indigent, they are brilliant. Who for any reason would not have benefited in anything in education. They are better than us. The opportunity was not there, and they've been languishing. I said, God, just help me to do this. I will thank you so much. And that I did. Their school fees were up paid last year. On the 12th of this month, Governor came and commissioned them. And then I did it out of them. I now gave to the disabled. That's how the number made came up to 26. And I cried when I saw an admission letter of a blind, 100% blind guy. And he was able to, he said, he went to secondary school. He was born blind. He went to primary school. He passed. He went to secondary school. He passed. He had done his first degree. And now he said he wants to do it. And I asked myself, me have not done all these things. As good as I am physically, that guy must be helped. And if he tells you how each course, you do it 10 times the year others does. Because the way without is not there. It's one of those scholarships. Two of them. And of course, the youth made up. Of course, all those giving scholarship are our children. So they make it up. Then I am looking at tomorrow. When these 24 will finish, I think there would have been improvement. And I wish our colleagues, I know they are doing a lot, will follow suit. By the time we are all there for this festival, people will know that people were there. Even if we don't go back, God forbid, I would have done something that posterity will remember me. I also knew that when you are doing empowerment, you're not giving people rights to chop. They will bully you. They will bully you. And you think they are not hungry. Things are difficult in Nigeria.
Yes, sure.
So difficult that they are suffering from hardship that they didn't know. Who made it is not the issue here. But I know it was not started by you. This thing has been a pile up of issues that I know we will get them. And I gave them 4,000 bushels of rice that I 2 trailers. They shared it in blocks. And go and see when they were sharing it, you see old women. Then it's then you begin to pity our people that we are still far off. We are still far off. There may be 1, 2 who are just spoilers, but the good number of them are the real. Then that is just to celebrate, because we are in celebrating mood. Was the reason I gave them. I gave them 62 deep freezers. These deep freezers to our women who are very good in doing petty business. We have electricity here, but it doesn't often come. And to some of them, we told them, go to town, go and buy house block. Buy, if you can afford the bottled water, otherwise go and buy pure water. If others are selling 5 naira, sell your own 100 naira. You stay there, you're already making it. When you come to farm, put it there. People will gather in it. Improves on your economy. Then, we also provided 62 sewing machines. Of course, hardly before you see anybody who just buy sewing machine for the sake of it. If you buy it, you must use it. In fact, what is mostly seen everywhere today is hairdressing and sewing machine, especially in the villages. I provided 62 sewing machines. I provided 62 dryers and 62 hair steamers. The one you use in steaming and the one you use in drying it. And of course, we didn't end the I also asked myself, our children are already reading professional courses, especially in law, where you have to pass through so many schools. You finish after your 5 years. They say go to law school. Before you even begin to go for youth service, which one be this one? And in law school, how many is in the East? Even anything is too far away from us. If they tell you how they went to school, they will carry their home, do mini job. Then before they retire to the head. And our governor, he motivated me a lot when he gave them bursary to law school. Some of them 500, some 300. I said, okay, I will follow a letter. And all those in law school, anywhere in Nigeria, in my constituency, Abakaliki and Izzi, I paid each of them 100,000. These were all paid last week. I'm receiving messages of commendation. That's just what I did. If I had kept this money, it may not have been there, and I wouldn't know what I use it for. But this is not my money. Even if it is my money, do I print money? It is the money of the people. So, and I expect those people to bring back return on investment. It is my own return on investment. They invested in me and I'm returning. They also expected to return by when they do, let them be of good behavior. Let them be obedient. That is the return on investment we want from them. By the time they finish, they would have been finished. So, we didn't end there. And I said, how did I come to where I've told you a little bit of what I went through to Sanford. And my prayer and my wish is that at any time I will not offend you.
That brings us to a very, very critical question: the dedication of a church building.
Yeah.
And that looks so strange, especially in this part of the world, where you see people investing money in hotels, investing money in nightclubs, underground clubs, and all these, places that promote some level of immorality. Some others are investing their own in booking hotels in Dubai and some other places and living a kind of luxurious life. Why did you decide to build a church for God?
I did because I know where I'm coming from. All all this traverse I went through wouldn't have been possible without God. And at each time I make a vow. This is a vow I made long ago that I'm fulfilling. But the way without was not there. And the moment I got something, I said, God, you are number one. That is my first tithe. That is everything I will do. It took me a lot of money. But today I have forgotten that. What I am asking is, if I didn't use it, where would that money have? Would have been nowhere. And I can't account for it. Now I can beat my chest and say, God, I will share that for you. For whatever I may have done wrong, can you because of it? I have not ended there. I've made another vow. Maybe by the time next, I'm going to face that. I've told my God, I give myself a target that will be too difficult to meet. And it is when it's difficult before it becomes a sacrifice. It's not when I don't have value for this I do it. It is what I have value for that will pinch you. I do. What is more because who is everything and who I wouldn't have been anything without you. So that was what informed me that in everything I do I must not forget God. Because if I forget God, I am done. I know my background. This family wasn't this way.
All right. It has been interesting talking with Chief Emmanuel Uguru. We had a very interactive discussion, and we have no doubt that he is a man of the people. He has actually demonstrated the fact that he believes in his people, and his people also believes in him. We from our assessment, we are seeing him as a man that has good heart. In fact, I see him as a man of God, because what he is doing is so strange compared to what other of his colleagues and different political associates are doing. We are journalists, and we have conversations with a whole lot of them. So we are seeing him as a stranger, a strange person when it comes to dividends of democracy. And on this note, we are going to be drawing the curtain of today's edition. But before we go, I would like to ask Chief if he has any message for the good people of the Abakaliki Izzi constituency.
Well, my message to the people is to remain loyal. In politics, people talk about money, money, money. My own belief is loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Fear of God, fear of God, fear of God. These two qualities has beaten up every other thing. The moment you are loyal, your road will be broad. That money you are looking for, it will come. The moment you fear God, God will make the way for you. So, and constituted authority start from the village. It starts from even your mother's house. Be obedient. Be loyal to them. It's not only loyal to the president, not only loyal to the governor. You cannot be loyal to the governor and the president if you do not start from the scratch in becoming an obedient, humane, resourceful, and a careful child. We start that way. Beyond the sky would be our limit with the government. And with us, in an atmosphere of rancor, nothing survives. Nothing. When you go here, there will be trouble. You go here, there will be trouble. We are enjoying what we are enjoying in Ebonyi State today because the peace is there. We don't believe in big money. Where you have a lot of these money bags, Christ is a million. We love money, but I know by the time God will give us that money, we would have been used to our style of life that money must not enter our head. So I am telling us to be obedient, to be loyal to the government at all levels, right from home. And when we do that, I think things will be easier. Otherwise, when trouble comes, that resources which government or anybody, even your friend, would have used in helping you, you will use it in addressing those issues. And I know already in government, you don't even retire any security money spent. If they tell you that 1 billion or 100 billion goes into crisis, you don't worry. But when there is peace, then the authorities will be back. They will go there, they will go there, they will go there. I can't take care of myself health-wise if there is no hospital. Can I fly overseas? Here in Ebonyi, the government has done it such that they did employment, recruited over 500, and each person is being given an allowance, his own money, of 150,000. Each person is given a car, new brand SUV vehicle, and the government. It's because there is peace.
You mean
Each person, each individual in Ebonyi State, each medical doctor.
Each doctor. 150,000.
Yes.
Monthly allowance.
Monthly allowance, not his salary, far from that.
And an SUV.
Yes, vehicle. That's what goes on. Because the peace is there. And our hospitals are being taken care of. Then in the area of security, you've seen a little. You can close your eyes. Of course, we can't say that there is absolute security. Because there's no way, you must have skirmishes of issues.
Sure.
I have never, not even in US, where criminality climbs itself, nobody will say there is a complete free, crime-free society. But let it be the barest minimum. Here in Ebonyi, we are relatively very good to go in terms of this. Our schools, I wish when you are going, primary schools, upstairs. The former governor did a lot. When you go out here, you see it. But this governor now came to say, we have a son that must have grown. A story building. Classroom, in most of the primary schools, in every community that is happening. Now come to traditional institutions. All our traditional rulers, they are provided with. This is one part of the building of the traditional rulers, which the government is doing. All of them in the whole state, building befitting palace, so that when you come, you know that somebody is there or somebody owns in the whole of Ebonyi, including those who stood, we have just got a few days back. That is how good it is in Ebonyi State. Is that the man you say we are not going to support? Is that man you say we will not give solidarity to? And where else are we going to have it better? So we don't have a choice than to do that. We don't have a choice.
All right, viewers. This is where we are going to be calling it a day. This is where we're going to be drawing the curtain of today's edition. Just like I said, my name is Prince Chukwu, and we have been talking with Honorable Chief Emmanuel Uguru, Member Representing Abakaliki, Izzi Federal Constituency in the National Assembly. Sir, it has been a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you.
Until we come your way again next time, stay safe. Remember what Chief said. Don't run away from your problems. Get close to the problem. That is how you will be able to solve it. Stay blessed.
Thank you. Yes.